Everyone thinks of changing the world, but no one thinks of changing himself. All happy families are alike. Each unhappy family is unhappy in its own way. If you want to be happy, be. The two most powerful warriors are patience and time. Happiness does not depend on outward things, but on the way we see them. The sole meaning of life is to serve humanity. The greatest happiness you can have is knowing that you do not necessarily require happiness. War is so unjust and ugly that all who wage it must try to stifle the voice of conscience within themselves. Without knowing what I am and why I am here, life is impossible. Everyone is happy in the same way, but everyone is unhappy in their own way. The strongest of all warriors are these two, time and patience. All violence consists in some people forcing others, under threat of suffering or death, to do what they do not want to do. Respect was invented to cover the empty place where love should be. There is no greatness where there is no simplicity, goodness, and truth. The more we live by our intellect, the less we understand the meaning of life. The best stories don't come from good versus bad, but good versus good. Rummaging in our souls, we often dig up something that ought to have lain there unnoticed. The greatest mystery of all is that we are here at all. A man can live and be healthy without killing animals for food. Therefore, if he eats meat, he participates in taking animal life merely for the sake of his appetite. Joy can only be real if people look upon their life as a service and have a definite object in life outside themselves and their personal happiness. The more we do, the more we can do. Free thinkers are those who are willing to use their minds without prejudice and without fearing to understand things that clash with their own customs, privileges, or beliefs. True life is lived when tiny changes occur. If you want to be universal, speak your truth. We lost because we told ourselves we lost. Without faith, nothing is possible. With it, nothing is impossible. Seize the moments of happiness, love, and be loved. That is the only reality in the world. All else is folly. We can know only that we know nothing, and that is the highest degree of human wisdom. The greatest joy you can have is doing something for someone else. The law condemns and punishes only actions within certain definite and narrow limits. It thereby justifies, in a way, all similar actions that lie outside those limits. The purpose of art is to prepare us for death and to guide us on the path to eternal life. Love is life. Everything that I understand only because I love. If you want to be unhappy, strive to be what you are not. The one thing that matters is the effort. The vocation of every man and woman is to serve other people. There is something in the human spirit that will survive and prevail. There is a tiny and brilliant light burning in the heart of man that will not go out no matter how dark the world becomes. Man cannot possess anything as long as he fears death, but to him who does not fear it, everything belongs. The sole meaning of life is to serve humanity. People try to do all sorts of clever and difficult things to improve life instead of doing the simplest, easiest thing, refusing to participate in activities that make life bad. The most difficult subjects can be explained to the most slow-witted man, if he has not formed any idea of them already. But the simplest thing cannot be made clear to the most intelligent man, if he is firmly persuaded that he knows already, without a shadow of doubt, what is laid before him. Everything that I understand only because I love. If you want to be unhappy, strive to be what you are not. Art is not a handicraft. It is the transmission of feeling the artist has experienced. The heart of a mother is a deep abyss, at the bottom of which you will always find forgiveness. Pure and complete sorrow is as impossible as pure and complete joy. Music is the shorthand of emotion. Without knowing what I am and why I am here, life is impossible. Man is created to live, not to exist. One of the first conditions of happiness is that the link between man and nature shall not be broken. Life is a dream, and all our institutions are but toys to amuse ourselves with in the dream. Anything is better than lies and deceit. All the variety, all the charm, all the beauty of life is made up of light and shadow. Rational free will is incompatible with the idea of omniscience. Truth, like gold, is to be obtained not by its growth, but by washing away from it all that is not gold. The changes in our life must come from the impossibility to live otherwise than according to the demands of our conscience. To say that a work of art is good, but incomprehensible to the majority of men, is the same as saying of some kind of food that it is very good, but that most people can't eat it. Happiness is an allegory, unhappiness a story. One can live magnificently in this world if one knows how to work and how to love.